Hey, crypto freaks. This is Shane with Home Run Crypto. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 3 of Home Run Crypto, and today I'll be talking about Bitcoin dominance. First, I want to touch on yesterday's first round games. Obviously, I picked South Dakota State, and they played a great game. Just couldn't pull it out in the end. I also picked Stephen F. Austin. They led almost all game, wound up falling apart at the end. Both teams played great. I have no regrets picking them. It always makes it a little more fun when you pick a low seed like that and they're in the game late. Makes it exciting. Of course, it's going to hurt me in my pool, but whatever. No regrets. Today I'm repping Clemson. I got this hat and this shirt at the Clemson-Louisville football game a couple years ago with Deshaun Jackson and Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson. Unbelievable game, unbelievable atmosphere, some of the best fans in the country. And Clemson wound up winning a crazy, crazy game. I think Deshaun Watson threw like 6 touchdown passes that game. So I went with a good buddy of mine. We also that year we went to the Michigan-Penn State game. I am a Michigan football fan. Big one, always have been my entire life. And that was unbelievable. That was one of my favorite sporting events I've ever been to in person. So Clemson's playing New Mexico State today. I'm repping my Clemson gear. A lot of people are picking New Mexico State, so I think a lot of people are disrespecting Clemson. But Clemson coming out of the ACC, some good quality wins. I like them, and I'm repping my Death Valley gear today. Death Valley. So, excuse me. So, today's Friday, and obviously I work from home, so it's a lot easier for me to watch the games. I remember when I had to stream them in an office and make use of that boss button. We click the button, there's like a boss button. You click the button and it will hide all the games and like pull up like a chart or like a fake spreadsheet or something. So if your boss or whatever's walking by, you can do that. And I'm sure a lot of you out there will be doing that today. I know a lot of my buddies are. We're just going back and forth right now. But anyway, let's get into crypto. So market dominance. Market dominance is a big one. And this is a little nicotine device help me stop chewing tobacco. So I will continue to use this until I'm completely not addicted to tobacco at all, or nicotine. So Bitcoin dominance, if you go to coinmarketcap.com, this is a great resource. I use it every single day. Go to coinmarketcap.com, get a feel for it. You can check prices. You can check US dollar prices. You can check prices relative to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. They actually recently added a bunch. It used to just be US dollars, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin that you could check the price of a coin relative to that value. They just added a bunch more too. But it's a great tool, great resource. There's a bunch of different things you can do aside from just check prices there. One of the things I like to do from time to time, and I probably don't do often enough, is check the Bitcoin dominance. And so what Bitcoin dominance is, if you go to coinmarketcap.com and you look at the top section, it'll give you cryptocurrencies on the left. And right now there's 1,564. That's the number of cryptocurrencies that are available to be bought and sold on exchanges that are also listed on CoinMarketCap. In reality, there's more than that. But CoinMarketCap, that's the ones that they list. Basically, if a coin isn't listed on CoinMarketCap, it's either very, very brand new, or it's so small and irrelevant that they don't even bother with it. It also gives you the number of markets. So it says there's 9,396, and that's a lot of markets. So there's a lot of different places you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. If you work your way over across the middle, it gives you the market cap, which is the overall total market cap of the entire industry, which right now is sitting at about 330 billion. Okay. And it also gives you the 24-hour volume of the entire industry, which is about $13 billion. And then the last thing it gives you is Bitcoin dominance. So what is that? What is dominance? What does that mean? Which is currently sitting at 42.8%. Well, dominance is basically market share. So what this means is that Bitcoin basically accounts for 42.8% of the market, of the entire cryptocurrency market right now. That means all money that is in crypto, 42.8% of it is in Bitcoin, which is substantially lower than it's been in past years. You know, it used to float at, when I really got into it, it would float between 78 and like 90% consistently. So 78 to 90% of all the money in crypto was in Bitcoin for a long time, basically from January 15th. And even before that, it was like 90 to 96, 90 to 95%. And then, you know, January 2015 hit, and they actually dropped to its all-time low of dominance of market share to about 78%. And ever since, you know, from January 15 to about March 2017, Bitcoin's dominance sat really between 78 and 90%. And when the dominance would swing up or down, that, you know, those are opportunities, those are buying and selling opportunities. Because when the dominance shifts, that's when the prices of other coins will tend to make a move, either up or down, depending on whether Bitcoin's dominance is increasing or decreasing, also depending on the particular coin. So, lately, since, let's see, April of 2017, Bitcoin's dominance was at about 66%, and its low point, it's been bouncing between 66% with a low point of about 32%, which was in the middle of January of this year, basically after this crazy correction. So when Bitcoin, and now we're at a time where there's so many other cryptocurrencies out there that this has increased the volatility of Bitcoin's dominance. So instead of just kind of floating, you know, between like a standard deviation of 10% and just kind of, you know, up a few, down a few, and just kind of being really consistent, we're seeing massive swings now in Bitcoin's dominance, which is new. This is something that's very new. And I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of new and very legitimate cryptocurrencies that are now in the space. So, by the way, go to CoinMarketCap and click on tools, and then click on global charts, and then scroll your way down all the way to the bottom. There's a graph there at the bottom, and it says percentage of total market capitalization, dominance in parentheses, and it gives you a nice graph representation, nice visual representation. So when Bitcoin went on this crazy bull run to 20,000, it basically went from about 40% dominance to all the way up to 65%, so a 25% increase in market dominance. Now, what also happened is that during that time, more and more money was coming into crypto. So it wasn't just like there was 100 billion in crypto, and from, you know, Bitcoin was at 40% dominance with 100 billion in the entire industry, and, you know, 6 months later, 5-6 months later, there was still 100 billion in crypto, but Bitcoin's dominance was up to 25%. No, it was like there was 100 billion, and this is just a rough estimation, 100 billion in crypto with 40% dominance, and then 5-6 months later, there was 500, 600 billion in crypto, but Bitcoin's dominance also went up 25% with all that new money too. So that led to a massive price increase. And I think we are on the fringes of that right now. So after that massive run up, and I talked about this in my last video, we went through a correction. I think we're still kind of recovering from that correction. And it went from, 65% market dominance all the way down to an all-time low of 32%. Like a 32% decrease in market dominance. And since then, we're back up to about 42, 43%. I said a couple weeks ago, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I was talking to him about dominance. And I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin's dominance go up to 50, 60% again pretty soon. At the time, it was sitting at, when I had that conversation with him, Bitcoin's dominance was at like 34%. So, now we're up to about 42, 43%, and I think we will go to 50, 60% again. And I think there's going to be a direct correlation between dominance and Bitcoin's price. So I think we're stepping into here a fresh bull run. We had a nice little pop, like I said, the last 12 hours went up to about 8,500. But keep an eye on market dominance. I wanted to introduce that to you guys. I think it's certainly something that I don't use enough and has really never really let me down when making buying and selling decisions in this crypto market. It's a valuable tool. It's very simple, very straightforward. It doesn't take a lot a lot of time or anything to understand. So take a look at that. I'll put a link to CoinMarketCap in the comment section. I'll also put links to Cointelegraph with a good article below, and also Altcoin Today. These are all three good resources I encourage you guys to use. And maybe I'll do it in the more info thing right below the video. That's what I'll do. And over time, I'll add more and more to that over time. But I don't want to overwhelm you guys too much. So I'll add to that over time. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Again, if there's any content out there you think I should be consuming too, also leave that below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.